What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism. Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. Kaito said he only needed one arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other two arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves. Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki? What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an Exisal, it'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning...
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the Exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after—
I'll kill your logic.
Oh.
Why are you doing this?
I don't want to, Maki. I want to believe you had good intentions. What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you—
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an Exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
Okay. I really want to believe she's not.
You're right.
Oh boy, okay,
I
fail.
used the electro hammer, and I used the Exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
It's no use, she's not listening to me. Okay.
You're right.
Man, that one goes so
I used
fast.
the electro hammer, and I used the Exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit.
Oh my god, I'm doing so bad at this one. Oh, okay, there's something I've got to use to, so she's saying that she used the Exisal, but I'm wondering, hold up, so the only other thing she could have used to get in, if not the Exisal, was the Electro Bomb. So maybe she used the Electro Bomb instead? Let's try that.
I used the electro hammer, and I used the Exisal to enter the hangar too.
Nope, that's not it. Alright, you're right about the Exisal and the Electro Hammer. But so what? Dang it. Okay. I'm usually not bad at these ones, but this one is really tripping me up.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I can never get that one. This is the hardest one yet.
The exisal to enter the hangar too.
Oh my
I
gosh.
also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right. I used the electro hammer.
No, I don't know what else I could do.
And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too.
Enter the hangar. I have to
Also shot
dispute
the
that.
crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right. I
Okay,
used the
finally got
electro
that
hammer.
one.
And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I
Okay,
am not
come
the
on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Let me do it, let me do it. Yes, finally. Okay, please.
Crossbow is not the murder weapon?
Oh,
What do you mean?
my goodness.
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
So she's saying, okay, I don't want to think Maki's the culprit. I want to believe her. Alright, so she's saying it's not the fatal thing.
The arrows left holes in her clothes.
Okay, so let's look. So, there's the crossbow itself. There were the 3... Oh, there's the poison, too. Oh, is she saying it's the poison that was the thing that killed and not the arrows? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's look at that poison again. There are many poisons lined up on the shelves in the Ultimate Detective's research lab. Out of all of them, only the Strike 9 poison bottle had less poison. It takes some time for Strike 9 to fully take effect, but it is 100% fatal even if a small amount enters the body. Ooh, okay. Yeah, alright, let's give that one a try.
Think about the locations of the wounds.
Oh my gosh!
They were on his
Doing
arm
so
and back.
bad! Oh no! I gotta do it again? Please, no! No!
Oh no!
Oh, so bad. Oh
I
man.
used the electro hammer.
I got too cocky and now I've gotta do it all over again. Dang
I
it.
also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Okay, there we go. Alright, let's try the poison.
Crossbow is not the murder weapon?
Let's try the poison.
What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in her clothes.
No.
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a
There we go.
fatal
Go! Yes! Okay. Whew. I did not want to do that again.
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Oh! Yes! I mean, boo. Boo at poisoning and killing someone, but
Poison?
I'm such an idiot. I didn't even think about her dipping the arrows in the poison itself instead of ingesting it.
I
Oh,
noticed
smart.
something about the poison in my lab during your investigation.
That's true. It doesn't necessarily have to be ingested. It just have to get in the body. So if it gets in the body through a wound, through the bloodstream. Okay.
There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
Nah, we're too early in. And I know I keep saying that I had a feeling that maybe Maki had something to do with it. And I know at the very beginning, I said that I think that she was the killer, but I don't know, I don't think so.
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
But if Kokichi is the one who died, then I do believe that she would kill Kokichi. Kaito, absolutely not. She wouldn't kill him, at least not on purpose, but...
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi?
Yeah, so we gotta get into that.
Maki is trying to kill Kokichi. in his
Okay,
class trial.
okay.
She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
If that is Kokichi in there,
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything,
including
she
us.
meant-
The sacrifice Maki is talking about must be all of us.
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
Oh, unless Kaito? Did Kaito maybe kill Kokichi and he's hiding out somewhere? No, wait, no, derp, no. That doesn't make any sense. I keep saying things that don't make any sense. No, if Kaito killed Kokichi, then Kokichi wouldn't be alive for Maki to kill him.
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
Oh, man. So, if that is the case, then Kokichi is definitely still alive, and Kaito is dead. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact Kaito is dead.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi.
Yeah, I'm just the worst. I know, guys. I know.
Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over.
Hell no, this isn't over. We haven't been playing that long.
Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough.
Okay.
We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
Come on, Maki, please. I'm so confused.
So
Please.
Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
Just her saying before he died. Oh, I guess he is gone.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone.
Thank you, Maki. Finally.
Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
Hey, you're the one telling me that I was a bad detective at the beginning for, like, doubting myself and stuff, so I've stopped doubting myself.
So, maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
Or because of the fact that, I was Kaito's quote-unquote sidekick, I've taken the lead now. I've grown up.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Oh, I hate that she's talking about him in the past tense, so we're talking about him in the past tense. I know we got that final conversation with him, but it still doesn't feel like enough of a proper goodbye.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things. You're ruining the mood.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Oh, okay. All right, intermission.
Well now.
And then the Monokuma and Cubs Theater segment began. But with all the Monocubs destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. Good, because it's my least favorite part of the trial. And so the curtain quickly fell.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You were naive.
Oh, I'm wondering if she went in to try and kill Kokichi and Kaito got killed as a result, and maybe she feels guilt for that.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected.
Okay. What?
Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other.
Oh, so he had got him with the arrow.
Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could.
Okay.
And shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison?
And that one had said that it would take some time for it to kick in.
Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game.
As you do in this game.
Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind.
And exactly, that's what I said. He seemed too obvious to be the mastermind. So she's saying he's not the true mastermind?
Especially with that message in the courtyard.
Can I finally be right about something?
Kokichi said it was a hint. But was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his
Okay. So he wanted to make it obvious that he was the mastermind so that they could try and destroy him?
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully.
I'm still of the mind that Kokichi is like, he's working with the mastermind.
So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended?
Oh, and then there was the thing about the antidote too. Did Maki bring the antidote just in case and give it to him? Did she feel like she didn't want to kill him after all, give him the antidote, and then maybe Kokichi killed Kaito, and that kind of reignited her desire to kill him because she tried to show mercy?
You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind.
Because how else would he still be alive if he got hit with the poison?
Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the
Okay.
conversation, so I shot the fire.
Never mind. The exact opposite of what I said.
Then
What? Oh, no, Kaito! Frick. So Maki... Oh, that's one of the things I was saying. Maki did accidentally kill Kaito.
What?
Oh, shit.
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
Okay.
I used strychnine poison to torture Kokichi.
Okay, never mind.
But I planned to kill him from the start.
I thought that maybe she'd bring the antidote just in case something went wrong, and maybe she showed him some compassion, but never mind.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
Oh, did Kaito get killed in the presser while she was gone?
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito.
Oh, no.
When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window.
So Kokichi took it instead? And then maybe killed Kaito with the press?
Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote.
But because he was already dead at the time, because the press doesn't, will stop if it detects living beings, but because Kaito was already dead at that point, Maki technically was the one who killed Kaito. Shit.
But
Shit.
stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right?
Oh, he went to space?
He already
Yeah.
went to space.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Damn it!
Kaito!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the blackened for this case, you know. The
Oh
blackened
man,
that killed
poor
Kaito.
Maki.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Haha.
Kaito, why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
Well, except she killed him. Fuck. So, I mean... Yeah, I mean, we're seeing it right here. That wipes out any hesitation, I guess, I had, or any doubts I had that maybe somehow he's still alive.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse, huh? Maki is gonna become the blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
And that's why Maki is so intent on stopping Kokichi at all costs. Okay.
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing.
But, I mean, maybe there is something else to it. We're still just past the halfway point, so maybe, somehow...
You're still full of energy, even like that.
Because the fact that we're learning all this now, Maki is the blackened and stuff, we're still, like, there's so much. This can't be it.
You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do.
Okay, so what did Kaito do saying he was going to stop the killing game at all costs?
So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just Hurry up and run.
So after this, after she left, she hasn't seen what happened. She didn't see Kaito going inside the, you know, the press and stuff. So something could have happened.
Run and live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial. In exchange for all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Guess it makes things more interesting.
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you
Whoa.
make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosol. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet.
Of course not.
We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
Okay.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony.
Oh, okay. The part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up. Oh boy. Kaito protecting Kokichi, that I believe. The control panel being damaged, Maki becoming the Blackened, Kokichi drinking the antidote. Oh boy. Shit. I'm gonna say drinking the antidote? Dang it. Okay.
Oh no!
No, well, I'm just trying to think. There was the hole in Kaito's sleeve, so he did get hit with an arrow. So I'm pretty sure that's true. Let's try Maki becoming the Blackened. Dang it! Okay, shit.
I was wrong!
Sorry, guys. Wow, I'm freaking up here. It's probably going to be the very last one. Control panel being damaged. Let's try Kaito protecting Kokichi. Dang it! Oh my god. I didn't doubt that. I didn't doubt that. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have doubted that. That's exactly, like I said, it's exactly like something Kaito would do.
That's it!
Holy crap, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense.
Oh my
This was
god.
an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
Shit. So obvious.
Too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, The alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over.
Okay.
There's still a hidden truth to find.
So we have to assume that the alarm wasn't off? That's right, there must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding the reason will help us find the hidden truth. Well, hopefully I do better this time than I freaking did at that. Usually I have no trouble with those multiple choice questions.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with a knife?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
I was gonna say, why would Maki lie at this point? It seemed like the alarm system itself was working properly. So what can we learn from that? Okay, let's check our stuff.
And I tried to
Okay, so... There was in the middle of the hangar. Okay, well let's talk about the shutter itself. Protected by an electric barrier, if someone approaches it, an alarm will sound through the academy. The alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. The control panel for the electric barrier is next to the shutter. It has marks as though it was struck by something sharp. And the electro bomb, when used, it scatters particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves, rendering electronic communications and sensors unusable. Lasts for about 2 hours and covers an area of about 50 yards. So I mean, it could be... So I'm trying to think. She used the electro bomb when we first entered... Well, when we all entered together. Huh. Okay. Do I have everything there? The crossbow... I don't think the crossbow is going to have anything to do with it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing it's either going to be the front shutter itself. So there's something about the alarm remote. The alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. Did she steal the remote maybe from Kokichi? No. Or maybe Kokichi, like I said, Kokichi never turned the alarm on. And then she could have used an electro bomb also. Lasts for about 2 hours. So she got in with the exisal though. So that wasn't the case. She didn't use the electro bomb. She used the exisal to get in the first time. Because if she had used the electro bomb to get in rather than the exisal, that would make sense. When she ran up to get the antidote and came back, and everything would have still been disabled. So I'm gonna guess it's one of those two.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Okay, so we want to find the lie in it.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
I don't doubt that because there's the scratch marks all over it. There's the weird thing that Kibo says here, 100% certainty. So maybe let's try the front shutter? Because we can't say it was with 100% certainty if the alarm was already turned off. Right? So let's try that. So I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
Shutter, the alarm would have activated.
Oh, okay, that was... Oh no, it was just blocked. Okay. So let's try it again. That could be it, but there's just something in the way.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated. % certainty.
Okay, that one was straight up wrong, yeah. No, it should have gone off 100%. That's what Monokuma said when we went together, right? So if it didn't go off even then, what possibilities can we consider? Okay, well, if not that, let's try I know I said that she went in with the exisal. There is still the case of the missing electro bomb. We don't know because there were 3 of them. So let's try that one. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. That was a total guess. And a V-point, so bonus.
There's a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had 1 bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro?
Oh, Kaito.
I
Kaito.
had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then...
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
Okay, so it was something else.
What?
The main objective of Kokichi using the electro bomb was... Oh no, one of these away. Disable the remote control. Keep Kibo away. Disable the press's safety function. I don't know why he would want to disable the remote control, so let's try the press. Keep Kibo away.
That's it!
Okay, good. I was like, please let me get this one right.
It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
Oh no, don't tell me then that means that Kaito wasn't actually dead when he got smushed.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about
Oh my
this
gosh.
all wrong.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. So if that's the case, let me just think about this for a second. So if Kokichi, assuming it was Kokichi who did it, if you want to disable it because the safety function would stop if there was a living thing, that means that if Kaito was on there and he was still alive and he got crushed by the press, then that means that technically Kokichi killed him, right? And Maki isn't actually the one who killed Kaito?
All wrong.
Oh my gosh, please. I mean, I feel horrible if that's the case, because poor Kaito, like, he had to be alive when that happened, but maybe that would help Maki feel better and absolve her of some guilt? Mastermind of the killing. Oh my god, Kaito's cause of death. Shit.
That's it.
Oh no. I mean, good for Maki, but also... Oh, Kaito.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
So if that's the case, damn, what a switcheroo. So we would have been like, okay, so Maki is the one. That's why Kokichi was so calm, is because he wanted Maki to confess. She's saying, I'm the Blackened. If everybody votes for the Blackened like he would assume they would because they want to deal with the truth, then Kokichi would technically be the Blackened. They would vote wrong and everyone would die but him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, it's the press.
This is it!
Okay, feels good, alright.
The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press.
Starting to feel like I'm getting back into the groove now.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter.
It's gonna be tough to prove that, though.
So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
What do you have to say about that, Kokichi? Though Kokichi will probably be happy either way. He'll be like, oh, I had this plan, and you guys ruined it. I'm a remnant of despair, so I'm kind of happy about that. But also, if we get this wrong, and he lives, he'll be happy about that, too.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive.
So yes, it's like he said. It could have been, but how do we prove that?
But that's just
Yeah.
a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press.
Damn.
Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it,
So we just have to guess?
no matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
He's like, oh, I didn't think that far. Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Was Kaito's cause of death the poison air? Is it possible? No, it's not possible.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened.
It's like in Danganronpa 2, where we all threw the things to put out the fire, and one of them had the gas. I think it was the gas or the poison that killed Nagito, and we had no way to prove which one of us actually threw the one that killed him.
But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled?
Oh.
I'm sure robots don't have intuition.
I
right?
guess that's my robophobia coming out a little. I was thinking that too. I'm like, are robots capable of intuition? I mean, Kibo does say that he has a voice that tells him to do things, but...
But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes.
And, you know, for Shuichi too. I mean, he does have some intuition, but a lot of it, you know, is deduction and logic and evidence.
So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off.
No way.
It's voting time!
Oh my god, are you kidding me? No. Oh my god, what are you making me do right now? I want to say Kokichi just because. Oh my god, like, how's this gonna go?
That's my line! I'm the one who decides when it's voting time!
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the
Come on,
truth. Let's
Monokuma.
just vote already.
Be cool and step in right now. Be like, no, not
This
yet.
won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes!
Oh.
Of course!
Yeah, Monokuma's been acting really weird in this one. Like, he seems to be hiding something.
What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes! Of course I know!
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? What do we do in a situation like this? If Monokuma doesn't know, What does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case? What?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
What?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Or is he? Or is he?
Cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden strategically placed.
Oh my gosh, is it because the electro bomb was used, it disables all of the, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, all of the electronic devices? So because the monitors would be disabled in the hangar, he couldn't actually see the moment of death or see, like, what exactly happened?
Can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electro bomb to scramble whatever that was. The electro bomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exercise...
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm just trying to think, if that's the case, if the electro bomb was able to... If the electro bomb... Sorry guys. The electro bomb disabled all the electronics in... How do we have a video of Kaito being crushed? Right?
Yes. The Exisouls weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
They were watching him.
That's it! They were watching.
Alright, but can we get to my theory? Can we get to my theory about the whole thing? How do we have a video if the electronics were scrambled?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh, at the time, the Exisouls were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us.
Okay. Interesting, interesting.
They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way, it'll be fair to all the participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
Oh, I love when things starting to connect now a little bit.
So, to summarize this discussion...
Still a lot I don't know, but I'm starting to kind of get a bit of a picture now.
Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exisouls to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Himiko, calm down.
No. Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
Yeah.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
Because that's what Kokichi do.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How do we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma?
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's
Yeah, Shuichi,
lies.
like, not letting him go.
Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know?
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Ah.
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness,
Okay.
I suppose
Yay.
it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
And what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Oh, but that means that one of us is. Who? Is it little itty bitty Himiko? Because she was trying so hard to be like, but Kokichi is the one controlling Monokuma.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a sneaky little snake and he's very intelligent. But I didn't believe for quite a while that he was a mastermind because it seemed too straightforward.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Does that mean that Kokichi obviously must know who the mastermind is, right? Do you want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, Kay?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisol? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Oh. Mew's remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know?
Truth by omission, I suppose.
He invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer.
Still, why would Mew do this for Kokichi? That I don't understand why she would. I know she likes to make things, but why for Kokichi of all people?
She also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Like, why would Mew not use these things for herself in some way, rather than give it to, like, her arch nemesis?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite.
If Mew wasn't already dead, I'd say that she probably would be the most likely mastermind.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever.
Oh.
It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who
Oh
plays dirt
no.
anyway.
Please don't tell me I'm doing another one of the mass panic debates.
What's going
Okay,
on?
good. I'm just like,
It seems like they're actually fighting.
I did so poorly on the last one.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind,
Yes.
who is?
Yes, who? Kibo.
There's even a mastermind to begin with.
What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know.
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko and Oshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. I mean, Junko came back in the second game in some way. Who's to say she couldn't come back in this one? If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave
Oh,
the
lovely.
decision-making
This
to Monokuma.
seems fair. This seems like a well-run class trial.
But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
Oh man, so is he saying that if Monokuma gets this wrong, he's gonna die too? Huh?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial.
Okay.
Me versus Monokuma.
Well, I mean, they gotta do something different for the third Danganronpa. So, what's more different thing than have Monokuma participate as well?
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
So I'm wondering, it doesn't seem like Kokichi knows who the actual mastermind is. He's saying Monokuma, but someone is obviously controlling Monokuma.
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others, for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Ultimate Despair Headmaster, love it.
Who invited you?
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Well, we were going to do it anyways.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast.
Oh.
I guess you are both robots.
So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. Oh, crap. Okay. We got so off track that I'm not quite sure. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, what evidence needs to be analyzed again? Okay. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff to go through here. Oh, there's a lot of things it could be. Kaito's coat, maybe? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the one who was actually crushed. But maybe not. Who friggin' knows at this point? Who knows? Kokichi's clothes. Kokichi's disappearance. Oh my god, there's so many things. Oh yeah, there's the murder. That's because I talked about that before, about how could that video exist if the electro bomb was used. So maybe that's it. The Monokuma file, because they said the remains cannot be... shit, there's so many things to go through, guys. Oh boy, it could be so many things. Like, it could be the Monokuma file, maybe? Because they're saying that the victim can't... If Kokichi planned that from the start, then that first piece of evidence is suspicious, no? First piece of evidence.
Damn it!
Oh, darn it. Okay, so it's something that he introduced right from the start. Oh, okay, so something Kokichi introduced. Okay, well that narrows it down. Kokichi was the one who introduced the video. That's right. And then, okay, so maybe I'm on the right path here. Yes? Yes! Okay, awesome. We can get into this.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
I gotta watch this again.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
See, I thought that the reason why the video evidence was weird was because of, you know, I've been going on about the electro bomb potentially making it so it shouldn't have existed, but I guess I was wrong about that. So I was kind of right about the evidence itself being weird, but for the wrong reason.
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
So, so the timeline of this. So the video would have had to been made after Maki left to go get the antidote, but before we all showed up, obviously, to find the body.
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video, it must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder, but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? Ah, Hangman's Gambit. Alright. So, what can't be identified even after watching the dead body footage? Okay. Alright, let's... Oh my god, right off the bat, it's... Alright, victim. Okay. Well, that was easy. Damn, okay. Wow. So that's just kind of a mind fuck. So I'm trying to process what this all means. So are they? So they're saying that Kaito might not be the victim. What? Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm too busy trying to process all of this. Oh, and there we go. Alright, game. Please explain yourself right now.
the victim.
Huh?
Is it even possible? Like, he's still possibly alive? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that. Finally, as I've, like, come to accept, okay, Kaito is dead. Now the game is throwing this at me that maybe he's not?
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi
Oh my god.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
What? What?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got
What?
pushed by the hydraulic press?
What?
Even Maki's like, what? That's...
Where would he even get
What?
another
What?
body?
What? That's all I can say. What?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad! Switching the victims was impossible.
Yeah, it's not... I don't think it's a case of like the first Danganronpa where there was Junko and there was Mukuro. Because that looked like Kaito.
The footage showed the body being
Unless Kaito secretly has like a twin somewhere, like a Junko situation.
footage would they have been able to switch the victim?
Okay, so they're saying that... Okay, so it's not a matter of like the body looking the same, it's just when there was a chance they'd switch out the body itself with someone else.
And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage, remember?
Damn it! Me and my bit.
Thanks, Monokuma.
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Oh my gosh. Game, why are you giving me this hope?
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that? See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done.
Really? Okay, please. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to figure this out, but...
So we can't just give up here.
How? I'm just wondering how.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well.
Alright, Maki. I guess I'll forgive you for trying to kill all of us.
So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that you care about Kaito so much you want to avenge him, but not cool to try and bring us all down with Kokichi.
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want...
Aww.
Okay then.
Well, I can't say mad at
Talk
her.
about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
She's feeling very vulnerable right now.
Then let's all talk it over together.
Together. And don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only gonna wear you out. When times are hard, you gotta rely on your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Kokichi made it. 100% suspicious.
A trick to that video. could it be? What's suspicious about it? I don't know. Like, I'm stumped on this one. So he said that they could only pause it. There was a moment where the body was kind of out of sight for a second, so maybe the video was paused. And then they, I don't know.
There is no trick.
Well, let's take a look
You can
here.
check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Okay, so I could agree with that. There's the electro bomb that popped up.
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Yes, yes, exactly. Kibo.
That the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
Oh man, the people have got some good points here. I feel like someone said something that gives us a clue. If we put our heads together, we can find a hope. Alright. We won't fall into despair.
There must be some trick to that.
Alright, so there's hydraulic press, Kaito's coat, electro bomb, hangar's front shutter, and murder video. Okay, so. What I was trying to say before is, so there was that point where Kibo said it stopped for a second. So I'm wondering if it stopped. I was going to say because the video, like, whoever, you know, Kokichi paused the video or paused the camera and then moved the body, like, moved a different body and crushed it. But then I'm thinking maybe it stopped. Oh, I was thinking it stopped because. I don't know. Okay. Let's just look at the evidence and see maybe if that will help. I was going somewhere and then I lost it. And then there was my electro bomb, which was kind of the theory I had in the first place. Like, how is that camera able to even film that footage if... Because the only time Kokichi, you think, would be able to crush Kaito and make that video was after Maki took off to go get the antidote. And if Kokichi used the electro bomb to disable the hydraulic press, it would have affected the camera as well, right? Okay, and then there's Kaito's coat. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then there was the hydraulic press itself. Okay. Hydraulic press's controls are a short distance away from the device. There are two up and down. It also features a safety function. The body was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. Let me listen to what they say again, because I'm not quite sure.
You can check, but there's no editing function in that
So
camera.
no editing function.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
I'm guessing it's something I'm gonna have to agree with.
Seemed unnatural, don't you think?
I'm wondering if it's the thing Kibo said, because that's what I was thinking too,
Is it really Kaito?
about how it stopped.
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas?
Oh, okay, let me... Sorry, guys. You said it stopped for a moment, because it said you could raise it. There are two functions up and down. Oh, there's not a thing to stop it, though, is there? So, I was going to use that, but I'm not quite sure.
Come on, everybody,
I'm...
speak up!
I feel like it's... I want to go with Kibo's thing, because that's what I was thinking, too.
There must be some trick to that video.
It could be the angle, too.
That's what you all gotta figure out!
There is no trick.
Alright.
You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming.
Alright,
angle seemed
let me
unnatural,
try
don't
the
you think?
hydraulic press
Person in that video.
with Kibo's thing and
Is
see.
it really Kaito?
Because maybe they did...
Something seemed
Maybe
off
someone...
about that
Maybe they
video
were
to
able
me.
to stop the hydraulic
When the
press for a
hydraulic press
second.
stopped-
Get that out of the way. Am I right? Yes! Okay! Yes, thank you, Kibo.
Kibo is onto something.
Yes!
Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Yeah, he was able to stop it, right? Or was he? Yeah, Kibo rolled out of the... Okay.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself.
Okay.
But in the video,
Yes.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
Okay. Oh, so did it stop? I'm wondering, did it stop because there was a live body there, and then it quickly got replaced with a dead body, and then it kept going?
But why would it stop?
I was thinking maybe there was a way that Kokichi could have stopped the hydraulic press because it could go up and down, and maybe there was another thing to stop it for a second. But that might be it. It might be because there was Kaito's live body, so he was still alive, and then he somehow quickly switched it out with a dead body, and then it would keep going. Yes, right? I think I'm on the right path with this here. Alright. Oh boy. Took me a second. I'm like, how do I do this again? Oh boy, I'm not doing too well over here. Not a lot of... Okay, let's see if we can clear this space up a bit. Okay, what is this thing over here? Oh, crap, I got a lot of things blocking that. Oh, I don't even know what those are. I'm guessing it's gotta be the control panel? Because I think this, I don't know, I think that's the thing to paint. Let me just try and see if I can move that out of the way. I'm not even quite sure what that is. Is it, I was like, is it an exis? It's not an exisol. I think it's a thing used to paint the exisols with. And then this... The only thing I recognize is the control panel, so I'm gonna give that a try and see if that's it. Oh boy. I hate when I've just got the individual ones here. Ugh. So frustrating. Okay. I think that's cleared up enough. Can I do it? Oh, no. Okay, that's that little piece blocking it there. Yes? Yes. Okay.
I see it. The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
There is a force stop button. Okay.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force.
Oh, okay.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
I guess I'm a little confused about how the electro bomb can affect certain things, certain electric things, and then not other ones. Like, you could use the force stop button, but you wouldn't. It would disable the safety function.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera was rolling.
Oh, I see.
Ah ha ha!
Press that stop.
That's what I said. I said maybe Kokichi stopped the camera. He paused it at the same time. Okay.
What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press.
Yes, I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stop that, you could have stopped the bodies easily. Okay, we got another one of these. All right. I actually find this is pretty fun. I'm not very good at it, but I kind of like it. So, I mean, this one is easy. It's the camera, obviously. I think that's it right up there. But I probably should do a couple over here just to make sure. Oh, nope, that's the electro bomb. Alright, so cool. Just gotta focus over here. And we got it. Although I did not do too well with this, but that's okay. We've got time to spare. Boom.
I see it! The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press.
Okay, so assuming that Kaito is still alive somewhere, if we crushed a dead body, how are we having a class trial? I guess it's because Monokuma didn't know either, so Monokuma is assumed that Kaito died, therefore he had a class trial happen, but maybe nobody died at all. Maybe Kaito is off somewhere. I don't know how, because if he got hit with the antidote, if he got hit with a poison arrow and he didn't get the antidote in time, he would have died eventually. So maybe Kaito is dead, but he just didn't die by Maki's hands, and maybe he didn't die by the hydraulic press as well. God, I want to believe Kaito is still alive, but maybe this is a situation where nobody died.
After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously.
Now that would be a crazy class trial if it turned out that nobody actually died. Like, that would be a pretty good finale to this.
So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Alright, let's pin that down. Where was the camera set up? How far ahead did Kokichi know he was gonna do this, though? Is my question. Alright, so the hydraulic press is right there. So it would have been probably over here, I'm guessing? Is that right? No, okay. The angle would be wrong. You couldn't control the... Oh, okay, right. You have to be able to control the press at the same time. Okay, alright. Alright, so it'd have to be up here then. Oh, okay. Or not. Dang it, I was doing pretty well for a while. I had a good run going. You couldn't press the switch. Oh, shoot.
I was wrong.
Wait, I'm like... Am I not getting this right? Was that not the control panel? Because, okay, so this was the area where you paint the exosols. There's the press. I'm just trying to see. How precise do I have to get this is my question. So, it'd have to be high up, right? Like, this wouldn't be high up enough to be able to, Okay, this isn't even an option, so... Maybe... I'm just trying to... Where is... Oh, dang it. I lost my time. Shoots. I was so busy trying to make sure that I had the right thing picked.
Damn it!
Okay, well, let's try this again. I feel like that's too far away. That's the panel can control the exosols. Is it over... that's right on top. That wouldn't work. I still feel like it's got to be over here somewhere. Maybe I just picked the wrong... Okay, so let's try... Did I pick... was I over here or was I over here? Let's try over here.
There!
Okay, alright, it was just the wrong part of it.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press.
I'm thinking though, so if that's the case, if Kaito did die, but it was from the poison, then Maki did technically kill him. Because if he wasn't killed with the hydraulic press, and he didn't get antidote, then yeah.
In that case, Kaito is...
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Please, please let that be true. I still want to get through the antidote. Like, would there have been enough antidote to give to Kokichi and Kaito? Like, maybe Kokichi... Well, Kokichi obviously wanted to deceive everybody, so... Maybe he did save Kaito's life, give him some of the antidote, and then hit him somewhere.
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned. What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, did Himiko do it? Did she do a little slip up?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Oh snap! Oh snap! Himiko. Himiko.
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Wouldn't have access to the bodies?
I don't think he'd be able to.
Oh my
produce a
gosh.
body to switch
So
out.
it is one of us if it's not Kokichi.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Yes, yes they do.
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible!
Oh.
All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Okay.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at that time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim... No way. Wait. How's that possible? Oh, the two people who switched places in the hydraulic press. The third party? No. Right. Shutter was closed by. Here I go, once again, screwing up with this dang thing. Okay. Okay. I can't believe it either, but that's the only possibility. The mastermind? The other person in the hangar. Oh, okay, right. So, that's what they're saying. Okay, so they're saying that it was... Okay. No way! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If it wasn't an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places?
Oh my god.
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at the time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. I can't let anything escape me this time. Oh my god, here we go again! Alright, this one's longer too. How are how are the bodies swapped if only 2 people were in the hangar? Ah, boy, okay. Okay, so I'm guessing it's victim again. Yeah, so victim... I'll get to that when I get to that. For now, let's focus on this. That's insane. Okay, so there's... Jesus, okay. I'm just gonna focus on this, and we will figure this out when I'm done. Alright, now we should get some more letters here. Not really much more. Okay, let me just wait for some time to pass here. Oh my god. Victim helped. Oh, Kaito. I was thinking that, I was like, how is that possible? Because... Oh, whoops. I was thinking, if Kaito was the one who did it, then, you know...
I can't believe I overlooked this.
What do you mean?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.